Well, I can't remember if I used this intro last week. Screw it, I'm doing it again. We are back with Back in the World. Hi guys, welcome to the React. So everyone's having a good day. Bang. I know I am. How you doing? And happy Monday if you're watching day premiere. You already know it's McCartney Monday. We will not miss it unless something happens, obviously. We're here courtesy of our Omega patron, Joel. Thank you, Joel, for your support, my friend. I truly appreciate you. 4 more tracks from Back in the World. We are just piling through this album. It's a double just behemoth, and we are already at the end of side 1, so that's pretty cool. We've got 4 tracks today, which include, in order, Mother Nature's Son, Carry That Weight, the Fool on the Hill, and Here Today. 4 good ones. I don't think, actually no, I think I have heard all 4 of these, but obviously not these versions, so let's go. I'll link my McCartney playlist above my head. We do this every Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sharp. If you want to hang out in the chat, we'd love to have you. Come hang out. All right, here we go. Mother Nature's Son, Paul McCartney. 3, 2, 1, go.
Born a poor young country boy, Mother Nature's son. All day long I'm sitting singing songs for everyone. Sit beside a mountain stream, see and waters rise. Listen to the pretty sound of music as she flies. Find me in my field of grass, Mother Nature's son. Swaying daisies sing a lazy song beneath the sun.
So heart-wrenching.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, a Mother Nature's son, boy, Mother Nature's son, Mother Nature's son, boy, Mother Nature's son.
What a voice, man. That song is just... Carry That Weight.
You never give me your money, you only give me your funny paper. And in the middle of negotiations, you break down. I never give you my number, I only give you my situation. And in the middle of investigation, I break down. Out of college, money spent, see no future, pay no rent. All the money's gone, nowhere to go.
I don't remember that
This is
part.
the bit where I don't know the words, but I don't think I'm even gonna bother to try and learn them before the end of the tour.
Maybe I haven't heard this. I don't know.
Oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. Yeah, oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. I never
heard this part.
Carry that weight a long time.
I think I've only heard a medley with this in it.
Oh, you're gonna carry that weight a long time.
Yeah, I remember this now. Duh.
You never give me your money. You only give me your funny paper. And in the middle of negotiations, you break down. Oh yeah, you break down. Oh yeah, you break down. Oh yes, you break down.
Wow. That was very moving, to be honest. He definitely carried that weight to the fool on the hill. See what he's up to.
Day after day, alone on a hill, the man with the foolish grin is keeping perfectly still. But nobody wants to know him. They can see that he's just a fool, and he never gives an answer. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Well on the way, his head in a cloud, the man of 1,000 voices talking perfectly loud.
That's him.
Nobody ever hears him, but the sound he appears to make, and he never seems to notice. But the fool on the hill sees the sun
That's so wild.
going down, and the eyes in his head see
is from the
the
2000s.
world spinning and nobody seems to like him. You can tell what he wants to do, and he never shows his feelings. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round.
I can only hear the Sergio Mendes version of it now in my head.
And he never listens to them. He knows that they're the fools. They don't like him, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Round, 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 round. Round, round, round. It's the
Is that the
fool
keys?
on the hill. Yeah, he's the fool on the hill.
Sounds like a recorder or something.
Well, he's the fool on the hill.
Wow. I don't know why I doubt him. Here today.
And if I said I really knew you well, what would your answer be? If you were here today, here today. Well, knowing you, you'd probably laugh and say that we were worlds apart. If you were
I like how
here today,
the slower stuff's in the second half of the side.
here today. for
dynamic
me.
so well.
I still remember how it was before, and I am holding back the tears no more. Oh, no, no.
That voice, bro.
I love you. What about the time we met? Well, I suppose that you could say that we were playing hard to get. We didn't understand a thing, but we could always sing. What about the night we cried? Because there wasn't any reason left to keep it all inside. Never understood a word, but you were always there with a smile.
It's so haunting.
And if I said I really
That progression,
loved
wow.
you and was glad you came along, then you were here today. Ooh, for you were in my song. Here today.
That was beautiful. And there's actually one more after that, but I couldn't fit it in this week. It's actually him doing a version of something, and apparently he plays the ukulele in it, so we will save that one for next week. This album, it doesn't really have sides per se since it came out in this, millennium, so it's, we're just kind of going through it at a whatever pace every week, and those are four of the more moodier sides of McCartney and the Beatles, obviously. It's them. I don't know how to describe it. Like, those songs originally, they were, I don't know, like, when I listen to like some of the Beatles stuff, like I feel like the first album, like Please Please Me, and then the second album, like it's a they're still finding themselves in a way, but then like once you get to the later stuff, like it's like almost like a different band in a way. Like the evolution they went through, I've never, even out of all the bands I've analyzed on this channel with whatever small analytical sense I have, they are the one that I just can't figure out exactly what happened. Like I know the stories, like I've listened to the music, but I can't put the pieces together in the right order in my head to make things make sense. Like the exact progression of like how they went from Please Please Me to the White Album. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy just because there's plenty of bands that have gone through evolutions like that. But the Beatles, it was just so quick and just so abrupt. Like it's crazy to me. Like it's fascinating. And, I've done a little research into it, and Paul and John were just a fucking songwriting duo from heaven, basically. They penned so many songs, it's not even funny. And then you throw George and Ringo in there, they can write whatever. And then George Martin to produce it. Come on, bro. That was just destined to be great, and it exceeded that by miles. You know what I mean? But Paul, this is just Paul and his band doing it, and I feel like half of the soul is there. Obviously it's still missing the other guys, but I think Paul does an admirable job at adapting these songs for a new audience in a way, a new generation, because this is like 2001, so this is 40 years 30 years removed from some of these songs being released, and it you have to like adapt to the times. Like obviously, you can still go back to the original Beatles releases, listen to them, and be completely enthralled by them. But sometimes, when you're an artist like Paul, has such a catalog of music that he can mix in his hits and, platinum award winners from his band, and then his award winners from his solo career and other bands. Like, what an artist, you know what I mean? And these, like I said, they were moody. They were some of the more introspective, maybe in a way, kind of pieces from the Beatles and Paul's catalog, except for Carry That Weight. I mean, that one is just an anthem through and through. That song, It took me a second because the whole golden slumbers and all that, I couldn't put it together. I was like, wait, I've heard this before. Sometimes it takes me a second to get the gears turning. I've heard so much in such a little time that there's only so much space up there. But Paul's voice is definitely the highlight here. Other than the piano, the guitar, which is excellent, I really think it was Paul's voice. It carried all four of these songs eloquently. I mean, he has a voice that can adapt to kind of like any situation the song calls for. If it needs to be bombastic or boisterous, he can do it. If it needs to be more, like I already said, introspective, maybe a little more moodier, he can do it. Just the list goes on and on. And Paul, no matter what, just brings it, man. Especially the live stuff. So the live Wings things, obviously the live Beatles stuff, but I mean Paul, he just kind of kicks it up a notch when it's live, and I think that's a hallmark of a great artist right there. Always leave them wanting more, but if you got them live and right in front of you, fucking wow their faces off, and they'll never forget it. Never ever will they forget it. And Paul has been entertaining and teaching us for a very long time, and I just discovered him over the past couple of years, or year, I'll say, year or two. Before that, I just knew his name. Never really listened to his music, but now I'm a Beatles stan. There you go. I don't have a favorite per se. I kind of lean towards John, but then I'll listen to Paul a lot, and I'll lean towards Paul, and it kind of just flip flops back and forth. But I'm pretty sure Beatles fans can feel my pain with that one. But no matter what, these guys are amazing. Or those guys were amazing, and Paul did a great job with these two. These four. Yeah, Jesus, I'm just fucking up left and right here. I'd say Mother Nature's Son and maybe Here Today are the ones that stood out the most to me, but The Fool on the Hill was great. Here Today and Carry That Weight. That was a great version of Carry That Weight too. I'm trying to think exactly like what order I'd put that in. Honestly, the only one, no, all four of them pretty good. The only one that maybe I didn't connect with the most was The Fool on the Hill, even though it was still very good, I think. But that was the one, if I had to leave one out in the cold, it would be that one. I'll give you a personnel list, even though I've already done it 3 times now, and I'm probably going to do it 4 more times. Paul McCartney on vocals and bass, Brian Ray on guitars, Rusty Anderson on guitars, Paul Wickens on keyboards, and Abe Laboriel Jr. on drums. Even though I think this is Paul had his time, or Paul, I should say I call him Wickens. Wickens or Wicks, whatever you want to call him. He shined a lot in the last 2, I felt like, but Paul McCartney, his voice, just incredible, man. He can elicit so much emotion just from a few notes coming out of his face, basically, and it can just I don't know, bring you so many places. And as a new fan, I already have memories associated with these songs and times that are past for me. Like my channel when it was really big. I didn't even appreciate it at the time. You know what I mean? These copyright strikes have been absolutely brutal. Like I just had my channel shut down for like 2 days, and hopefully this even gets up. I don't know if it will, but I'm hoping it will. It's been a hard month, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna just keep on going as far as I can, and I've got such a great community. Like, you guys fucking rock. Hope you know that. Seriously, I don't know what the hell I would do without you guys. And some days, like, I just haven't been able to get to it. Like, either my freaking grandpa dies from it's a lot, man. But yeah. Well, that was great. Thank you, Joel. Thank you for everything you do, man. I really appreciate you. That was great. This whole album's great. This is basically all of side 1 we've done now, except for one track. It's a great live show, seriously. And side 2 will start next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and thanks for hanging out. Seriously, I appreciate y'all.